WiLL Bow is a series where I take unsuspected items and make a bow out of them. We've already done a pallet, so today we're doing dumpster. Oh, that was a terrible idea. So we're gonna take whatever we can find out of the dumpster and make a bow. Okay, what's this? Looks like we got an old fence post. MDF, pine, rubber. I haven't thought about this challenge at all yet, so I'm trying to think, like, can I melt anything down? Like, what can I do here? I'm gonna start with this. Professional screws. Oh, plywood. A bunch of MDF. Okay, now that bends. All it is MDF. This might work, so that'd be the back. I know it's the next day, but I'm going back to that same dumpster because I remembered something that I think we can use. Oh, it's still here. And a muffler? I want some of this rubber. I think this is the jackpot. I think we got everything we need. So the dumpster dive is apparently more fruitful than I thought, because the more I think about it, is this thing, this garden landscaping edging, possibly is PVC. And PVC could be a really good backing if I can clean that up and secure it with some sort of glue to our fence post. With the exception of the fact that I'm trying to make a bow out of some trash, I see a couple of foreseeable problems possibly. One is that this fence post is like lighter than a fence post should be.
That's very light.
What do you think it is?
You should weigh it. It's probably 5 pounds.
11? I think it's 11.
9 pounds, 12 ounces.
I hope it has some structural integrity is what I'm trying to say. And the second thing is, you can see it's not super tall and it's rotted. I don't know if this will work. So task number 1 is to take this, clean it up, and start cleaning up the fence post. We do have a clear direction of the growth ring, so I'll grab my draw knife and get to work on both of those. Let's get into this. Okay, we've got this cleaned up to start working on it. We've got some defects we're gonna have to cut around, but I'm gonna cut as big of a section, maybe a 2-inch section, maybe a 1.5-inch section. We'll see, as big as I can, and we'll cut a strip out. Okay, so we're in pretty good shape here. We just got that one hole. We've got about 1.75 inches, 1.5 inches of working material. We're gonna make it work. Now it's time to grab the draw knife. Oh yeah, baby. And I'm going to just cut out this bow out of this one piece of wood. I shouldn't have to add anything to it if all works out good. And, ooh, almost knocked that on me. And so let's chuck this up in the vise and get to carving. So we got a problem going on here. This fence post is so old and so dry, it's just chipping out massive chunks. Like I barely grab it. And the grain's so look at that, the grain's so uneven. Oh my goodness, this is like a sponge. This is like cork. This is a rotten fence post. And I think I'm gonna have to train or actually change strategy here. What we're going to do is use different methods because the grain is very uneven. It looked decent on the end, but as I get along, there's lots of knots, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's screw holes, there's all sorts of mess. So we are going to do what you shouldn't do when building a bow. We're gonna work against the grain and we're gonna sand it down, we're gonna shape it, we're gonna carve it down and put that garden edging backing on. Yeah, to follow that, to try to follow a growth ring here. I'm going to be able to use it like that. The one thing I'm slightly concerned about is this hole, but let's go throw this in the heat box. And if this is the material I think it is, it will mold and shape with just a little bit of heat very easily. And so we can heat it up, we can mold it to the back of this and then let it cool, and then we can glue it up and add pressure. And it should hopefully give us the best results that way. Yeah. Wrap it in some plastic wrap, and then from there we can use the bike tires. This plastic wrap is just here to keep the glue from gluing the bike tires. Sauna we go. Okay, it's time to pull this out of the heat box now. Here soon we're gonna find out if this works or not.
So,
okay, I'm slightly frustrated. Let me show you what happened. We've got our heat box right here, and these two chicken coop bulbs are hotter than the reptile heat lamp bulbs, which is hotter than the baseboard heater. So right underneath both of these is the hottest part. That's right where I put the bow. Now look over here, the same distance apart. I think it's the bike tire that melted here and created these spots. When I was trying to pry this off, I don't know what it is.
Just leave it on. It'll be your handle. It's the bike tire melted. I told you to leave it on!
The glue did not stick to the PVC like at all. But we're not gonna give up until it snaps. So I've got a couple ideas which include going back to the dumpster. But before I go back to the dumpster, let's start shaping this down. I'm gonna lay it out for where I want the handle. Clearly we need to bring this down super thin so we have bending limbs, and it's going to shoot like this. I'll work on cheering my mood up, and then we'll try to make this work. I realized something. This is falling apart. And then I realized something else. That's okay. Because I've got enough material here that I would love to take this off because the EA40 didn't work. Clean it up and try a different kind of glue. Why does glue have to hold the backing on?
It doesn't.
So if I can pretty tiller, rappy, rappy, rappy with the shrinky, 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 then we might get a flingy, flingy, flingy. We're gonna leave this over the weekend and I'm gonna come back to it. Sweet, we are going to be able to finish up the WiLL bow today. Who did this? Cass, who did this?
Did what?
This clamping job.
Pretty sure I videoed you doing it.
I did this?
Pretty sure.
No. This sucks.
Don't break it. You really gonna leave that one on there?
It's in the spot that it's gonna break if it breaks. Just a little disaster. Let me explain my dilemma. I've got this backing on. The problem with this backing is I do not trust it to stay on. It's not holding glue well. So I had the idea of using this pallet wrap to wrap it on to hopefully hold those things together tight enough that it would shoot. Now the problem is if I wrap it with plastic wrap, I can no longer remove any wood, which means I can't tiller it. So I think what I'm going to do is floor tiller this as good as I can and get it as close as I think that will be a good tiller, especially getting the limbs as even as possible. Then I'm gonna plastic wrap this super tight and then put a string on it. Alright guys, now it comes to the precious moment of this bow build. I have got this tiller as good as I think I can. Floor tillering it by feel, by my experience, by my...
This bow's really coming together.
I'm getting more and more confident every second. Ready? Check it out. We've got this trash bow that could actually provide us a lot of fun.
Oh boy. Did it crack?
No, that's plastic wrap.
That's going awfully far after.
How's my tiller?
What was that?
The compressions made these like air bubbles. So okay, so this is the top one. It's an inch longer. Shall we shoot it? Woo! Check it out. Here is the trash, and here is the bow. The bow from the trash. We've got the safety goggles on because you care about my safety. Let's shoot this bow. We've got our safety goggles on. We've got our trash bow. Let's see if it really is. I never do this. This is the dumpster bow. I can't do full draw.
I wouldn't. Do full draw later. You gotta do half draw first. Oh!
Will, boom!
You really gonna leave that one on there?
It's in the spot that it's gonna break if it breaks. Oh! Just a little disaster.
Where are you quitting?
That's why we leave the trash in the trash.
Wait, in the what, a blowgun?
After second thought, I've been going about this all the wrong way.
Load the arrow.
Will it bow?